name is Asitonka Agri Abba, and channel is called Acid Darling because I'm such a darling. Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's about Acid Darling. Thank you guys so much for clicking once again. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. And to all my OGs, you know what to do. Comment down below. Let me know gang. Once again, we have news coming out from one of our lovely provinces here in Canada, and that's Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan has been the news, the hub or the home for many international students through the years. They noticed a jump in their international students intake. As most of you know, of course, earlier this year, Ottawa released the shocking statement that they are capping students by a whooping. I mean, the numbers at some point, Dougie is the premier for Ontario. Dougie said it's not making sense because most of these schools were just thrown into turmoil. Okay, so I'm going to be putting a video that was done by CBC Saskatchewan, just kind of like highlighting the current state that the province is in as regards to study permits and welcoming students. Okay, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Watch this video and we'll share.
A temporary 2-year cap on new international student permits.
The federal government is limiting the number of international students coming to Canada. In the last decade, the numbers have been increasing. In 2015, Saskatchewan saw some 3,900 international students coming in. Last year, it jumped to some 12,000 students. Similar to national trends, India is the country from where most international students come from. Then China and Nigeria. Experts say under these new rules, Saskatchewan could catch some of the students diverted from other provinces. Places like BC and Ontario are impacted more by this cap. That could increase Saskatchewan student enrollment during the 2 years of the cap. But is the province ready for an influx of potential students?
I don't think Saskatchewan is ready at all because right now they can't even accommodate the current students.
This University of Regina student says there is a housing crisis.
I was able to live in a living room with a partition with a much cheaper rent. Not the best days of my life, but it is affordable. But does it make your life happy though? Like, for example, I wasn't happy. Like, you don't have the privacy, you don't have anything, like just a partition covering you apart from your roommates while they all have doors and everything.
Zaruk says the community fridge at the university is empty within minutes of stocking. Such is the food insecurity among students.
I know other people who are like 7 people sharing a 2 BHK and paying insane amount of money even though they are sharing.
But students say the biggest challenge is finding jobs.
It was very difficult for me to find employment. I needed some part-time jobs, but it was very difficult for me to find one. But after graduation, the main reason I found was that I lacked Canadian work experience.
Internships are crucial to get that Canadian work experience. This student applied for hundreds before being accepted.
And even if you work, you do everything, you cannot make your ends meet. And at the end of the day, with inflation and everything, the cost of groceries is high, the rent is high, right? So it puts a big dent in our pocket when we, try and afford our education.
International students tell CBC they don't think Saskatchewan has the infrastructure or services to accommodate more students.
Will I advise people to move to Saskatchewan at the moment? Maybe not, because we don't have enough jobs here.
Pratish Dayal, CBC News, Saskatoon.
All right, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So basically, currently in Canada, many provinces, of course, are feeling the pinch from the sudden visa changes. And like I said, Ontario and BC, the minister said those are the ones that are getting the most access, especially Ontario, because we had a lot of bad players, fake colleges, and the rest of them. So most students, when they look like, okay, Ontario and BC are going to be tight, guess where? People are moving to the mid area. Saskatchewan is one of the places where a lot of people were moving to. Alberta and Manitoba are going to also see student influx, but I think Saskatchewan are looking at the fact that they may be seeing more people coming there, and the truth is they are not prepared. As with many of the other provinces, economically they are not prepared, especially because they already have a lot of students, way more than they had last year. So it has been a lot tough. So Saskatchewan is the latest province, of course, to speak out, and according to this clip, when it comes to admission and visa, I feel like that's the easy part. Getting admission, getting attestation letter. For those of you that are expecting admission, just know that when you get those ones, that's the easy part. Also be financially, ready when it comes to coming to live here, because as the students had stated there, accommodation is a problem. Also, another person stated that lack of jobs is also the real deal. As with many places in Canada, when it comes to Saskatchewan, it's not a place that I'm very familiar with. I have a couple of people that I know there. Marina Esiri is there. Miss Yemisi, I think, just recently moved to Alberta. But we have YouTubers that are there. We have Tina Isoa is also there. There are people that are living and thriving. But if you're coming into these provinces as a student, I would also advise you to please try your best to always have money on ground. So basically, I feel like, deducing from the reports that they wrote there, I feel Saskatchewan have gotten their number. And looking at the number that they've been assigned from the federal government, they have to start working on making some certain cuts within their province. Guys, let me know if you agree in the comment section, because I feel like that's what's going on. Everybody is getting their number, and as the deadline March 31st is coming very close, most of them know that they have to rig up their attestation letter as soon as possible. So at that point now, it means like they are rushing against time, so to speak, to make sure that everything about their letters, everything comes to pass and all of that. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. This is just the latest updates that has to come out, and hope you guys are enjoying it so far. Concerning other provinces, like I said, BC is already giving attestation letter. So for those of you that are looking at going to BC, University Canada West, because it's a university and you get spousal open work permit. If you missed last video, please note that moving forward, if you're going to be entering a college, you're not getting spousal open work permit. If you want to bring your husband, they'll come on visitor, and there's no point for them to come on visitor, because getting LMIA is not the easiest. Okay, so if they come in on visitor, and probably they have other ways better, but please try as much as possible to know it might just be best for you to just go to a university. That way you're relaxed, and then make sure you also have your pathway that you're looking at in mind, especially if you're going to look at probably getting a PRO from here. Some people are coming to school and go back, and some people are looking to probably gain more experience, and by extension also get PRO from the country. So I would say be prepared, and if you've gotten admission, you've gotten visa, make sure that your finance is in order. Many people are having to live in certain conditions, like the guy that was talking about living in the living room and just having a partition. It can work on your mental health. I know that people throw around mental health a lot, but for me, I say one of the most important things is get a room that you're comfortable in. The moment you just come back from work, you're happy to just lie down on your bed. Like, it takes a lot. Like, you'll be so happy just knowing fully well that, see, my room is warm, my room is safe, I like my house. It helps a lot, because this place can be stressful. The last thing you want to do is to enter a room where probably, maybe like he's staying in the living room, other roommates can be noisy, there's no privacy, you're always scared about maybe somebody will just push the partition down, just one thing or the other. So it's a lot. So parents that are also sending their children to Saskatchewan, I would advise that you give them enough funds pending when they get these jobs. And right now students are still working 20 hours a week, which means it is barely nothing. Factor into the your finances the fact that we have inflation, and even though you're earning minimum wage, by the time they factor in inflation, your grocery list might not be as long as you would have thought of in your mind. So these are just important things. I'm not trying to scare any one of you. I'm just letting you know the reality on ground if you're going to be moving to any of these countries in 2024. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, share the video. Give me a big fat thumbs up. If you have any comments, leave it in the comment section. If you know any answer to these comments, you can also reply the people in the comment section before I get to it. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I remain your girl, Acid Darling. Please check out my other videos, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.
Why you see me dance so I